Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ke National Institute of Technology Meghalaya haga snisat jan jong katayo ke khat khandai tarik urisau arajar arpusau. Kala penlong ye ke 11th convocation jong ni ke Jakapuli, ye ke bala penlong ha State Convention Center Shillong. Hagni ke ngila penya ye ke convocation the chairman jong ke Board of Governors ke NIT Meghalaya Usunil Alak Badu Kongsan Uday Suvamoy Saha, Managing Director, Everready Industries India Limited, Kadba Usimbut Kongsan Uday Professor Avinash Kumar Agarwal, Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, Badu Major General Rajesh Kumar Jha, AVSM Retired, Director, Personal NIPCO Limited. Haba Ajingkren, Hagnigasni, Nakalyong Director, Professor Pinakeshwar Mahanta, Hulong ba wad ha pedeng ki jing ki babon ki baladan ha ke Jakapuli ke badan ha Shillong ke NIT Meghalaya kalayai beteng ban leb ha ke puli puthi bat ha ke jingwat benya. Ulong bah usnam arjar arpusau gani ke Jakapuli kalawan ha ke Kyrdan ke bahendreu pu pra ha ke thup jong ke shis pa atli ki Jakapuli Engineering ha ke NIRF da ke ba Kiew sau Kyrdan ke Kyrdan ke bahnyo pu ar hausnam arjar arpulai. Ulapin benaru bamenhinin ke sngi kata ke khat pra tarik urisau ke FICCI kalapan benaya ke khusna ban Aish ke NIT Meghalaya nega benta ke jing tibit jong ke Jakapuli ha ke ban thau kam thau jam nakaliang kongsan pat Usuvamoy Saha Managing Director ulah kerpat ki Samla pule bakin penkrek ya dari nega benta ke jing jongki bat bakin mi no neki jingmut jing perkat namar baki Samla pule ki don ha ke perthai jong ki Jingphohsniew. Nakaliang sembut kongsanu Major General Rajesh Kumar Jha ula ai khubelai ya baro ki kena Samla ki bala treshitom ban yo burom ha ketika sngi haringkat ke jing treshitom jong ki nong hikai ka bala penlong ye gani ke jing job ka bapauna.
In the discharge of my duties as integrity of individual and the integrity of the profession to utilize my knowledge of technology and science for the glory of the institute and in the service of the country.
Of this institute, I admit all the candidates presented to me and others in absentia to the degree of Bachelor of Technology and charge them to be awarded.
Been awarded Bachelor of Technology degree in Civil Engineering. Institute
Prachi A. Samla.
Usattum Kumar.
Badamut Shir. Dame Hi Payar Khar. Helpman Suchiam. Jerry Vengel Marviniam. Ricky Dame Manir. Samitrik India.
Department Chemical and Biological Proggan Jyoti Hajarika. Asif Mustafa.
Ardari एक आंसू है बालाजी लांग हर गुलाम बलम शाय हर चिले इंदो
N. Dilen Singh, Krishna Rasbongsi,
Lapin Sisa Lindo Maulong. Nerissa Sotun. Wasli Rasmut.
Kenneth Melbourne Basai Omit.
Kolsborning Mongri, Kongka B. Pashwat, Kyle Ignace K.
Meenakshi Tirtha,
Institute Gold Medal for Postgraduate MTech, Abhay Burma, who has been awarded Master of Technology degree in Computer Science and Engineering. Kunal Singh, who has been awarded Bachelor of Technology degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Aniket
Department, Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Especially in a field as rapidly changing as technology and engineering. Now I could give you a laundry list of things that you need to do in your future workplaces, but you don't need another lecture. Instead, I will tell you a few things I wish someone had told me at your stage, along with some real-life examples. My first point is embrace uncertainty. The technology world moves at a breakneck speed. Today's cutting-edge tool is tomorrow's fossil. You will be working on projects that don't even exist today, using technologies that haven't yet been invented. Just look at Netflix. When it started, they were a DVD rental companies mailing discs to people's homes. Streaming was alien then. Today, they are a streaming giant, shaping the entire entertainment industry with original content, algorithm, and artificial intelligence. Had they not embraced uncertainty and pivoted, they would be history today. I can give an example at home. Reliance Industries was an old world textile and petrochemical company. It went through a series of transformation, venturing into telecom, e-commerce and retail, media and entertainment. Despite each of these sectors having a large measure of risks and formidable competitors, Reliance's success is a shining example of embracing uncertainty and leveraging opportunities therefrom. Let me give you another home-baked example, this time from my company. As you know, Eveready has been in the business of consumer batteries for over a century. We hold a commanding 50% plus market share. For all these years, our portfolio remained largely the basic zinc carbon technology, though the rest of the world was migrating to a superior alkaline technology. We did not really feel the need for change as the devices used in India are very basic, like wall clocks, flashlights, remote controls. None of these required the power of alkaline. On the contrary, the passage to alkaline seemed fraught with uncertainty. Our peers also felt the same way. But then came along a disruptor who, with aggressive pricing and communication, started the change of consumer behavior, who were open to trying out a higher priced battery once the benefits were understood. Fortunately, we learned our lesson before too late, and we are now putting up this mega alkaline plant but we did miss out the first mover advantage. So I would say be comfortable being uncomfortable. That is where the magic begins. My second point is consider that collaboration trumps competition. Contrary to what some believe, the workplace isn't a battleground where the smartest person wins. It's where the most collaborative person thrives.
Unfit for war is the biggest slap a soldier can get on his face, because that means that if India went to war that day or in the near future, you were supposed to stay in the barracks twiddling your thumb and not be part of the national effort of trying to protect the sovereignty of the nation. It cannot be a bigger insult than this. I had two options. I was a civil engineer, my brother was in the railways, he says, "Aisa karte. Let's call it off and let me venture into the private sector." And so I still remember I applied to L&T, I got a job as an engineer. This was 2004. But my mother told me that I never knew my son was so weak. That is my lesson. She says, fight it. Carry out introspection. If there are things which are wrong with you or your system or your organization, try to improve it. That set me on the path to taking this problem head on. And I will not labor on the efforts that we did, my team. And it was not alone, it was a collaborative effort, and that's where later I'll talk of human relations. And my unit then was 40 years old, since raising in 1972, 42 maybe, and it had total of 20 awards on the board, 20. After this debacle of mine, and the resolve that I took, and the collaborative approach that I adopted, in redeeming myself and my pride and my unit's pride, 2.5 years later, my unit stood tall. And the following remarks were given by the Chief of the Army Staff, that you are the finest unit in Indian Army. And the award board went to serial 65. Simple maths. In 40 years, the unit had 20 awards. And in 2 years, that is 6 months of debacle, and after the debacle, and 2 years after that, we ended up acquiring 45 awards. That is what the power of embracing failure can do. I'm not backslapping, I'm not tom-tomming about myself, I'm just giving you a life lesson. The second life lesson, since I'm an airborne soldier, is from the very act of paratrooping. I don't know how many of you know, when you jump out of the aeroplane, your life is dependent on the parachute opening, right? Yes, no? Why are you so serious? No smiles. Good, at least people are smiling now. So the paratrooper trusts his life with the following people. The pilot who flies the plane. There is someone else who packs your parachute. You don't pack your own parachute. Smiles. Good, at least people are smiling now. So the paratrooper trusts his life with the following people. The pilot who flies the plane. There is someone else who packs your parachute. You don't pack your own parachute. And just before exiting the plane, the guy behind you taps to say that your chute is all right, intact, you are good to go. And based on the tap, you exit. And then you hope like hell that you will land safely. This kind of a trust, if you develop in your professional and personal life, you'll be a winner always. You'll always be a winner if you trust your environment and your surroundings. Everybody talks of so many quotients, it's become very fashionable. So as I said, my whole life has been pockmarked with failures. So I came across a very unique term called adversity quotient. I think all of us need to develop that adversity quotient, that ability to be able to rise despite all the challenges around. Who doesn't have challenges? Who doesn't face failures? But if you develop this adversity quotient amongst other quotients, I think you will be a winner all through. This brings me to the next point. Everybody talks very fashionable change management. Yes, change management is good, technology evolving, disruptive technology is coming. I was speaking with the director of IIT Jodhpur. He's starting a new defense vertical for disruptive technologies so that India is not in a reactive mode, but we are in a proactive mode, and we are going to forecast technologies 10, 20 years from now. That's fine. That's change management. What about expectation management? Give it a thought as well. Expectation management. The capability aspiration gap is one single reason for unhappiness in life. And so each one of us, based on the capability and the hard work, remember the old adage and cliche that there are no free lunches. So be conscious, be pragmatic, be a realist, analyze your capability, tailor your aspiration, and that will bring you to your expectation management. Understanding. I think we all understand, because understanding is a word which we presume that it's very common, we all feel. I was training with the NATO in UK, and I was a defense attaché there, and I came across a doctrine by the Britishers called Doctrine of Understanding.